Hi, it's Hella from Dawn Emporium, looking rather pale, pasty and pumpkiny, maybe gaudy over pumpkiny. Hey, it's the best I can do. Frankly, in the British Isles, I'm supposed to put coal dust on my face, and actually, on Halloween, wouldn't really mind doing that, but A, don't have any coal dust, and B, it's not Halloween, so C, to me that's kind of blackface, because it's not Halloween and I don't have coal dust, so it would be makeup, which would make it blackface, really, wouldn't it? Not a fan of blackface. So I went in another direction. This is the introduction to Halloween, and it's also English Halloween. This is going to break some hearts. Oh, you see, I don't actually mind breaking hearts because history is history and you can't mess around with history. Although you can make it a lot paler, which is what England likes to do. And England is going to be crying. You see, Halloween has a lot of meanings to a lot of people, namely harvest festivals and New Year's, especially in and around the British Isles. And is constantly evolving with the times. And that's actually part of its charm. You know, if you go back to pre-Roman times, it was being celebrated. Roman times, it was being celebrated. Viking times, it was being celebrated. Christian times, it was being celebrated. Modern times, it was being celebrated. And it got transported to America and became a huge money-making business. And is still being celebrated, strangely enough, because anything that makes money makes money. But England loves its Halloween. I have bad news. England isn't Celtic. It's not our festival. I keep saying our. Actually, if you go back a few generations, I'm not even English. But I was born here, so I am. So I will say our and say it as though I am full-blooded English. However, good news for anyone in Cornwall. It's yours. You get to celebrate it. You have a name for it in your language and everything. History and all sorts. In fact, because you're you even get Breton traditions in there. However, the rest of England, as is, I know that there's a care now movement to separate off and become like Wales. I am well aware of that movement, but as you are part of England, as is, this is your celebration. However, the rest of England, as we know it, was ruled by the Utes, the Angles, and, come on, Saxons. And that means it's not ours. So you're going to have to cry into your pumpkin spice latte. I am sorry, guys. I know England has its traditions, but I'm not going to go into them because I'm mean and evil and cruel. And just like so much else, we stole it. Yeah, I'm surprised it's not in the British Museum archives. No, seriously, we stole Halloween. That's not really a surprise to anyone who knows their history, but it may be a surprise to everyone else. Everything that we do for Halloween is stolen. So I'm going to go through the rest of the British Isles, and in fact, hang on, I may have to look for it. There you go. Where are you? Ah, I've got it down. What the Isle of Man actually is, because the Isle of Man isn't actually the British Isles. Where are you? You're something else. You're part of the Commonwealth or something. You're not actually part of it. You're not under British rule per se. You have your own parliament, your own currency. You're not even part of the EU and never were part of the EU. You are completely separate. You're your own kingdom. And I think the only thing you do is you have the Queen on your coins, and that's about it. And I'm sure that's pretty much under duress, and I don't blame you. So I'm going to go into this and how awesome and actually how unsafe some of the customs are from around the British Isles. And I'm going to do it all in separate videos, so if you only want to find out about a specific area, you can. I'm going to link in the areas, the sites where I got my information from. The ones that were hardest to find out about the traditions for were the Isle of Man and Cornwall, but they are kind of small. But I will, in the descriptions, link in the websites. I have had, thanks to Welsh friends, had help with how to say the Welsh name. However, I haven't with the Cornish or for the Manx. I sort of know how to say the Irish and Scottish anyway, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to kill it. So I apologise, and I will apologise no doubt on every single video, and I'm sorry, because this is me. But yes, so England, I'm sorry mate, you stole it. That's not really a surprise. It's not your religion, it's not your culture, it's not your tradition, it's nothing to do with you. You just took it. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people around the world are sitting there going, oh really? What a surprise. But you're sitting there going, how can we take it? We've been celebrating it since. No, honestly, mate, you nicked it. It's nothing to do with you. It's Celtic, you're not. You want British pride? Find out what the Angles, the Saxons and the Utes were celebrating. Celebrate that. And it's been hidden by Christianity. Sorry, guys. And if you want me to find out, I can try, but ask nicely. Don't get all het up and in my face because I've just robbed you of Halloween. Because actually I haven't robbed you of Halloween. I've just pointed out the fact that Halloween isn't yours. You probably do have a harvest festival around about this time. This just isn't it. Right. See you fairly soon. Bye.